What is up, guys? It's David here. This is the very first video that I have ever recorded in my life. So I've started this brand new YouTube channel. I'm going to remain anonymous, at least for a few months. It's going to be a faceless YouTube channel. And the reason is that, man, privacy is a luxury, you know. When you don't have many quote-unquote retards watching you, criticizing you, it's still it's luxury, you know. It doesn't really matter what they think, like generally what other people think. I mean, we're all just a bunch of mortal organisms. All of us will soon die, you know. Even if you live 1,000 years, it's just a few seconds, you know. I'm sure you get my point. And yeah, I'm going to be talking about real life truths on this channel, you know, actual wisdom. And yeah, right now my English doesn't really sound that good, you know. This is my very first video I've ever recorded in my life, so but over time, as I'll be uploading more and more videos daily, my English will get better and better. Eventually I'll surpass the native speakers, I can promise you that. So yeah, who knows, maybe none of you will be watching these videos. I don't care, I still be uploading them every single day in order to, first and foremost, to improve my English, and then to share my life experiences and wisdom with all of you guys, you know. So yeah, man. So what I want to talk about on this channel is human psychology, how the psyche works, based on my experience, based on many people's experience, those people that have experienced a lot in their lives, like guys like Schopenhauer, Nietzsche. I haven't read a lot of their works, you know, but still, everything I read, like, all of it sounds really smart, like everything they wrote, at least everything that I read about them. And so yeah, this is my first video. Yeah, I see it sucks, it really does, but I don't care. At least these videos are faceless, so I remain anonymous, and it's easier for me. Yeah, I know human beings were just mere organisms. I shouldn't really care what other people think, but it's not that easy, you know. Like, it's not that easy. So yeah, I'm going to be talking about. Yeah, I'm gonna mention wage slavery a lot on this channel, like almost every single day, because I'm one of you, you know. I'm one of those wage slaves, like, which consist the majority of people on this planet in this century, you know. And it really sucks. Like, most of us are working for peanuts. At least I make a loss, like, compared to the average. Like, I work as a delivery guy, you know. I'm a delivery driver. So I make more than most people do, like, but still, man, it sucks. Like, my joints, all of my joints are aching, all of my body is aching, and yeah, I'm definitely going to be talking about the problem of wage slavery, and also I'm going to be talking about my anti-natalist views. You know, I recently, as the time goes by, I become more and more anti-natalist, you know. I wouldn't say that I'm 100% full-on anti-natalist or ethicist, but I'd say that mostly, like, 90% plus I'm anti-natalist, at least when it comes to animals. Like, almost all of them come into this existence, suffer, and then die. Like, I don't really know if there's some higher purpose to their existence and suffering, but based on pure logic and what we see, it's really logical to assume that they shouldn't really be born. I mean, if you live long enough, I'm sure you'll agree with me, you know. Like, why are they suffering? Like, what's the purpose of their existence? Like, can you tell me? like especially the domestic animals, like, and even the animals in the wild. Like, it's crazy how much they suffer, man. Like, I'm sure you've seen how zebras get eaten, like on Discovery Channel and all those documentaries. I'm sure you get my drift. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, and I'm sure many of you have had some pets home, like cats and dogs, and you see how much they suffer, right? Like, many of them get abused, they get discarded, they end up on the streets, they die. Like it's crazy, man. And why are they born? Like, what's the meaning? What's the significance to their life? Like, I don't really get it, man. Maybe there is some higher purpose, but I have yet to be convinced. And yeah, these are the topics that I'm going to be talking about on this channel. And also I'm going to be talking about some basic truths about human relationships, like how the psyche works, like betrayal and the flaky nature of most people on this earth. Like, yeah, I've had some fair share of it in my life, like quite a few people have betrayed me. And the thing is, the irony of it all is that I knew it was coming, man. Like, I knew it was coming, but still, in a way, I allowed them to betray me, because, like, when they were in the need, like when they were begging me to help them, when they were crying, like, I still chose to help them, even though I knew that they would betray me. But that's the human nature, Like, yeah, and also I'm going to be talking about men and women, like the basic dynamic between them, like how the relationships work. Like, most of it is pretty dysfunctional, in our day and age, like how men and women start relationships. Like, it's completely insane, man. Like, even if you look at the marriage statistics, like in this century, like it's basically 50% plus divorce rate. Like, it's absolutely bonkers, man. And yeah, I think it was always the same, like even centuries ago, like thousands of years ago. Perhaps there were less divorces, but still, like, people were still dysfunctional just the same, just as dysfunctional. And but especially nowadays, I'd say that one of the main reasons is the social media. It has totally destroyed, like, the psyche of the youth, I'd say. Like, especially, yeah, the youth, man. Like, it's crazy. Like, so yeah, I very much appreciate you guys listening to this video, especially you got so far. Like, I appreciate it, man. And every single day, as I'll be speaking more and more, my English will improve. The quality of these videos will improve. I can guarantee you that. And yeah, perhaps my English doesn't sound really good, like my speaking skills, but at least I'm honest. And not many people on this platform or anywhere else, like generally in life, like, nobody is actually honest. Like, at least I can say that I'm honest, right? So I think at least you should appreciate that, So yeah, I'm going to be talking about my life journey, like all these years, all my experiences. I'll share it with you. So I appreciate it very much if you listen to me, if you comment, like anything, like, I appreciate it very, very much. Like, every single second you spent listening to me, perhaps then commenting, I'll appreciate it very, very much. And so yeah, this is the very, very first video I've ever recorded in my life. And off script, without script, I mean. I've recorded quite a bunch of videos, scripted ones, on my previous channel, but this is the first one. Like, ever, like the first ever. So yeah, I very much appreciate you listening to me, guys. So I'll see you in the next video, and I guarantee you some pretty brilliant videos are coming. I guarantee you that. So yeah, so thanks for listening, and see you in the next video. Thanks.